Hello and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. My name's Ben. I've been messing with cars and generally anything with nuts and bolts, electronics, engines, wheels for basically as long as I can remember. So it's been a long time coming. We're going to jump straight in the deep end. I signed up maybe 8 to 10 weeks ago for a sprint track day up in Curborough Sprint course just north of Birmingham. The car, which you can kind of just vaguely see down here, that I was meant to be taking, I'm not going to say it was never going to be ready, but it was going to be a squeeze, and spoiler alert, it did make it. I wasn't ready. It was never going to get mapped in time and me be comfortable to basically drive it down there. So I actually brought in, the backup car. Not the most obvious choice, but thankfully, because it is, the same as the car behind me, I had an absolute shed load of spares to throw at it, and I love them. So it was a 1994 Fiat Cinquecento. Yeah, I know, not an obvious choice, especially because this one's got an 899cc, 35-ish horsepower engine. I will apologise, I do mention that quite a few times in the video. I think I was just buzzing that I'd actually made it there, again, spoiler alert. But yeah, generally, the car, I took my little silver Cinquecento called the Slug, affectionately. I threw lowering springs, some better suspension, I had kicking around some better shocks. I took the comp motors off the car behind me with some rain sports on there, good tyre, especially if it rains. We threw a rev counter in it, they don't even come with a rev counter. Did a new gearbox oil change, plugs, leads, everything I could think of to try and make this thing survive the day basically. Filled it to the brim with fuel, filled it to the brim with parts, spare wheels, everything you could ever hope for, and then headed out. So if you watch the video, it's about 19 minutes of your life. You'll be able to see how much of those spare parts I needed. Did we make it back? Did we make it around the track? How we got on? Whether we managed to do any kind of times whatsoever, whether I had a good day. There will be more videos coming up. I'm going to do a little post or sort of pre-build video to show you what I did to this, the little Slug, just in case you're thinking of doing something similar. And also there's going to be like a build series of the one behind me, which I'll just quickly show you now, just as a bit of a teaser. This car, in fact, that's another Cinquecento, Ben. Yes, I have actually got a little bit of a problem when it comes to small Fiats. This one is far more suited to a life on track because it's, the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice a dump valve on there, which can only mean one thing. But I won't go into too much detail on that because that's a future video. So yeah, absolutely, I would have loved to have taken this. But you know, times are as they are. But either way, let's go to it. Morning of, 6:15 in the morning, I think it was, Curborough Sprint Day. Right, it is exactly 13 minutes past 6 in the morning. Just about to set out to pick Dave up and then off we go. But have I got too much stuff? Quite possibly. I could probably build another Cinquecento with the amount of things that I've got in there. But will it slightly increase my chances of surviving today? Absolutely. I've got plenty of food, plenty of tools, plenty of spares. Far more fuel than I've probably ever had in this car ever. And it is proper squatted at the minute. But without further ado, let's go. Well, it's going pretty good. We've stopped at services, grab a quick drink. We're on most of the way down the M5 now. Did a steady, I'm going to say 65. Let's not push it. Otherwise, yeah, good. Temps are good. Car's doing well, a little bumpy, a little bit loud, but we've got the music going. And hopefully it continues. We'll be at the track in a minute, but I may well get my time lapse on in a minute. Who doesn't like a time lapse video? Huh? I do, you do, everyone does. So I'm going to get my time lapse on. And then when we get there, we'll make some vague attempt at trying to get the GoPro sorted. But until then, catch you in a minute.
Seven nights since my head got cut and died. And I've had 7 days since I tried to rip a chapter out my mind. I've tried, and his laugh was just as soft as yours, smiling just as wide. He could be what I like, and his voice is just as dark as yours, freckles just as light. Could be what I desire. Still feels like my hands are tied, hands are tied, hands are tied. Cause he's got those stranger eyes.
Okay, so here's lap 1. little bit of a curveball thrown at us here because we didn't know we were doing the long tracks. There's a few crossovers and coming back on yourself and double lapping, things like that. But yeah, just very much trying to feel it out on this one. Let's see how we do. Absolutely no idea if you can hear me, but we're going for lap 3, trying to get to a sub 2 minutes, 2 minutes 6 so far. Let's see how we get on. I did a 2:10, a 2:6, and I'll get under that 2-minute lap. I gave the old boy a bit of death then, but he seems to like getting up the rev range a little bit, and I think really this track's suited to just being in second gear, so we'll go back, let him cool off. Oh, I smell of fuel in here. We'll go see what kind of time we got. Well, that went very well. I knocked 8 seconds off my time. I'm now 1:58, so I managed to do my target of going under 2 minutes. I'm not actually that far off the pace, considering I'm literally running about 80 horsepower less than even the slowest car, so let's see how we get on this time.
Watch where he breaks this corner as well. I put well at it.
Blew away. Yeah, just in case. track. I have no idea if that's any faster than the other ones, but I tell you what, man, I'm having so much fun. If I didn't go any faster today, I wouldn't care, but I'm absolutely knackered. I need to get a bucket seat in this thing, so I have to stop hanging on for dear life, like a daddy long leg stuck in a glass in here. But either way, let's go park up and see how we did. Well, what an awesome day so far. Genuinely didn't expect to enjoy this as much as I am, and the Slug is doing fantastic. I started off on a 2 minutes 10 second on my first lap, and I've done 4 laps and I've got that down to 1:57. Absolutely buzzing. I'm still fairly off the mark. I think the next nearest person is like 1:49, but I mean they've got a 1400 classic mini, so considering I'm running what 38 horsepower in my little 900cc, absolutely buzzing. But it really just goes to show, like, you don't need a lot of money for this stuff. Like, I've come here with my little Fiat with a few choice mods, some second-hand bits, some decent tyres, and just a good bunch of lads. Like, there's some really good people here. Like, it's really casual. If you want to come to Curborough Circuit Sprint course, it's awesome. It's so like informal. You just get to come here, you line up when it's all go, you just take off down the track. It's nice and safe. It's just you on your own, so you don't have to worry about anything apart from you and the track. And no one's here judging either. Like, we've got minis, we've got, what is it, MX-5s, you've got a Megane Turbo, Corolla 86. But no, it's been epic. Like, I'm probably going to try and get a few more runs in. Hopefully the old boy keeps it up. But your boy Ben Crook done pretty good. So I'm going to go have some lunch, not too much so I don't weigh myself down. And then hopefully there'll be some nice videos of me actually making it home, and a little closing video later on. So wish me luck, and I'll see you all in a bit. Oh my word. Well, that was my last run. There's still plenty of time, but I think the old boy's done his job for today. The front left tyre's starting to look a little bit blistered. I'm definitely starting to lose a little bit of grip now, but I'm going to go check the time, load up the car, give him a once over and give him a well-deserved rest, I think. But oh man, what a lot of fun. I don't need to tell you this if you've done track days before, but if you haven't, get something cheap, get something fun. Get something you like, man, whether anybody likes it or not. I mean, I'm driving a Fiat Cinquecento and I freaking love it, but yeah, make it happen. Get out there and do something. I made it. I actually made it. My throat's dry, my legs ache, the car's taken an absolute beating, but I've done 225 miles on half a tank, and I ragged it up a sprint track all day. Not a glitch, not a squeak or a knock that it didn't do before. No leaking oil. No dodgy gearbox, anything, nothing. My £500 Cinquecento has somehow managed to give me the most awesome day alive for absolutely no money and just a bit of effort. I am absolutely freaking buzzing. That was literally the sickest day ever. I just dropped Dave off. Massive shout out to him for being an awesome navigator. I think it would have been much more harder to find it doing it on my own because I'm useless for that stuff. Massive shout out to Horny Racing and everybody that went today. Proper good bunch of lads, some really cool cars. It's pretty close racing, and I have to say I am buzzing about my 157 900cc, really not pushing much power at all, but like I started on a 210 and I managed to shave that down to 157 I think in my first 4 runs, and then the last 2 runs are 159s, but I think my tyres were going out a little bit. I think I was probably pushing a little bit too far, and I think maybe the car was starting to get a little bit fed up with it. But I'm home. I'm going to go in, I'm going to eat some food, I'm going to have a shower, I'm going to look at my videos, and I'm going to be, I think, knackered for the rest of the afternoon, but I don't think I could be happier for it. So, yeah, that was sick. So until next time, see you later.